Hey there, fifth graders. I hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. I'm excited to jump into this work. I wanted to let you know that we still have some students who aren't logging into Jupyter every day. Yesterday, there were 5 students who didn't log in, so those students' grades are being affected. Please make sure you log into Jupyter as the first thing that you do every single day. I don't want to have to call families and tell them this because I know that you can hear me now. Okay, guys? Awesome. I loved seeing your replies yesterday to our assignment right here about what you are grateful for. Let's keep engaging with that. It's a fun way for you guys to get to chat with each other a little bit because I'm sure you're missing each other just as much as I'm missing you. Jumping into our work today, go ahead and find the lesson for Thursday, 4/23. Our reminder right here says, it's Thankful Thursday. I am thankful for all of you and your amazing families. Let me know in the comments, who will you say thank you to today? Also, don't forget, vocab quiz tomorrow. Get ready, all of my smarties. Make sure you've studied, okay? First thing we're gonna do is right here. I appreciate all those of you who have been writing 4 sentences or more. Your do now question is, if you could have anything for dinner tonight, what would you choose? My answer to this question is nachos. I cannot wait to see what your guys' answers will be. Please press pause on the video and go ahead and type 4 or more complete sentences. All right, if you are back looking at me again, that means that you've finished your do now, that you wrote 4 sentences because you know that you can't learn as much as you need to if you don't write that much, and you are ready for our next step. The first thing that we're going to do is review the answers to yesterday's work, which was page 126 and 127. And then you guys are going to get to have some Quizlet time. I'm very excited for you. Good luck beating my high score on gravity for this unit. I have a pretty high score. On page 127, let's go over the answers. Who can raise their hand and tell me the answer to number 1? Yes, what is it? Yasir. B, very good. Andrew, what's 2? A. Jamil, what is 3? A. Anila, what is 4? Correct. D, good. Dylan, what's number 5? B, excellent work. Number 6, who has it? Samaj, what's number 6? B. Kendall, what's number 7? Good. D. And number 8, who's got number 8 for me in here? Talaya, what's number 8? C. Very good job. You guys can put your vocab book to the side. Go ahead on over to Quizlet and study these Unit 12 words, quiz tomorrow. When you're done on Quizlet, you can come back over here and we will read the next 10 pages of our book. See you soon. All right, guys, let's read the first 10 pages of chapter 14. Please go ahead and meet me in your book. Day 14 started with a phone call from Ma. Ma. Good morning, knuckleheads. Jeannie. Hi, Ma. Ernie. Hi, Ma. Jeannie. You sound funny. Ma. Me? Jeannie. Yeah, different. Ma. Hold on, let me get the speaker closer. Better? Jeannie. It's not that bad. You just sound different, like good. Ma. Oh, that's probably because Jamaica. We going to Jamaica and y'all ain't coming because y'all gonna be picking peas. Ernie. Ma, seriously? Ma. Sorry, boys. It's been a long time. I don't think me and your dad have been anywhere together since our honeymoon. Ernie. Dang. Ma. That's what happens when you have crazy kids. Ernie. She talking about you, Jeannie. Jeannie. She ain't talking about me. You the crazy one. Ma. Both of you crazy. Like your daddy. Dad. I ain't crazy. Jeannie. Hey, Dad. Ma. Come closer to the speaker, Senior, so that they can hear you. Dad. Simple and Simon, Pete and repeat. What you up to? Ernie. Getting ready to do our chores. Wash dishes, clean up poop, help Grandma pluck the weeds, check the peas, water the peas, polish the daggone peas. Jeannie. Yeah, Grandma's outside waiting for us right now. Dad, ouch. Do you know one of the reasons I had to leave North Hill? Ernie, yeah? Jeannie, Dad, this is Jeannie. Now you know one of the reasons I had to leave North Hill. Sorry, I got confused. Dad, I know, Jeannie. Jeannie, real quick, 2 questions. The first is, when are y'all actually leaving for Jamaica? And the second is, can you bring me a cap to fit my dreadlocks? Dad, we're leaving tomorrow morning for 2 more child-free weeks. Heaven. And we can get those hats in Brooklyn, son. Ernie, tomorrow's my birthday. Dad, we know, Ernie. We were there. Ma, hush, Senior. Ernie, I hate that we're going to miss it. My firstborn is 14. Wow. Ernie, it's cool. Just bring me something good back. Jeannie, like a dreadlock cap. Dad, but you don't even have dreads, Jeannie. Jeannie, but I might grow some. Ma, no you will not. Ernie, dang, crushed you. Jeannie, shut up, man. Dad, chill, guys. Jeannie, I'll see what I can do. Jeannie, do they do 4th of July in Jamaica? Dad, you mean fireworks? Grandpop, is that your father? Jeannie, yep, want to speak to him. Want to speak to him? Hold on. Dad, Grandpop wants to say hi. Dad, I can't right now. We have to go. Jeannie, he's right here. Grandpop, son? Dad, Ernie and Jeannie, you boys be good. Ernie, your birthday gift is in the mail. Ernie, cool. Grandpop, Ernest? Dad, we'll call you when we get there, Jeannie, and I'll let you know if there's fireworks. Take care of each other. Jeannie, we will. Ma, love y'all. Grandpop, son? Ernie and Jeannie, love you too. Grandpop, son? Son? Hello? Hello? Guys, that was weird first, because the dialogue was written sort of like a play. But did you notice that as soon as Grandpop got on the phone, Dad started trying to get off the phone because he didn't want to talk to him? And it seems like Grandpop's confused and doesn't understand why, because he just keeps saying, hey, hello, son, and Dad's ignoring him. Man, I don't think that we've figured out all the mysteries of this book quite yet. Old man, you in here? Crab came bursting through the door, carrying his rifle, a paper bag in one hand, his hunting bag over his shoulder, and a cigar clamped between his teeth. He smelled terrible, thanks to Jeannie and Ernie's Olympic-level poop-flinging abilities. Jeannie's aim had gotten really awesome, and he was thinking that he could really impress his friends with it once he got back to Brooklyn. He would just have to find a shovel. Yeah, I'm here, Grandpop said. Jeannie had just finished picking peas. Thankfully, there had been no signs of copperheads yet, but that didn't stop Jeannie from keeping an eye out for them. He was also keeping an eye out for swallows, and he was kicking himself for not asking Ma and Dad to somehow figure out how to bring him back a barn swallow, if they even had those in Jamaica. Question for later. Is there such a thing as a Jamaican barn swallow? Either that or a model fire truck, but he knew that that would get Dad to digging, and he definitely didn't want that, since it was Dad who told him in the first place to be careful with the truck that was now broken. Still, of all the things to ask for, a dreadlock cap? Really, Jeannie? Soil was caked under his fingernails, and he was trying to clean them out in the kitchen sink. When he and Ernie headed for the garden earlier, they had left Grandpop slumped in his chair at the table. It was obvious that he was disappointed that Dad wouldn't talk to him. It wasn't his first attempt either. Almost every time that Grandpop had heard their dad's voice come across the speaker, he tried to jump into the conversation, and almost every time Dad would give the phone back to Ma or just cut the call short. It was so uncomfortable this morning that Jeannie had been happy to get out of the house and tackle the hot yard, even if the peas were involved. Now Crab leaned the gun carefully against the wall, then plunked the brown paper bag on the table. Man, I was this close. Here, he measured about 5 inches with his fingers. as if Grandpa could see him. To hitting a deer. Oh, yeah? Grandpa asked, perking up. He was at the stove flipping hamburgers like a cook at dinner, very unblind-like. Jeannie was glad that he was feeling better. Yeah, but Bambi got away. Crab cackled like a bad guy in a cartoon. You know, my wife told my grandsons that I taught you how to shoot, but ever since they've been here, your butt ain't shot a thing. Grandpa put his face close to the frying pan and sniffed. Jeannie worried that the grease was going to pop up and burn him, but it didn't. You making me look bad. Yeah, whatever. Then what do you call this? Crab reached in his hunting bag and pulled out 3 squirrels, dangling them by their tails. What? Ernie had just stepped out of the bathroom. He stepped right back in. Jeannie also backed away. Dead squirrels? Part gray, part bloody, part missing. See that, boys? Crab said, all proud. This is how a pro does it. Plucked 'em right out of the trees. Grandpop was leaning over the pan again, this time taking a really big sniff. He turned the stove off. Jeannie guessed the burgers were done. What you got there? He asked Crab. Before Crab could answer, Grandma started yelling from the screen door. Marcus Crabtree! It was always a bad sign whenever anyone in the Harris family called you by your full name. It was the call before a butt whooping. I know you ain't walking my house before knocking your boots clean. You got that dirt and... She stopped and sniffed. What's that? Dog mess? Grandma said all of this before she actually got to the kitchen. Once she did, she saw Crab standing there with the squirrels, and she really went off. Crab, you got 10 seconds. That was all she said. And it was all she needed to say. Their dad said the same exact thing to Jeannie whenever he got upset with him. Actually, he combined the full name and the 10-second countdown, so it was more like, Eugene Douglas Harris, you got 10 seconds. The result? Jeannie booking it to his bedroom. Crab put the squirrels back in his hunting bag, and Grandpa put the burgers between pieces of white bread. Hold on, he said. Mary, can you give us a minute? Grandma looked at Grandpa like he was crazy, and even though he couldn't see her, he somehow knew that she was looking at him that way, because he added, please, 60 seconds. Grandma glared at Crab like she wanted to kill him dead as those squirrels, but she left the room, counting backwards from 60. Loud. Grandpa put Jeannie and Ernie's burgers on the table. Man, she hates us. Crab was stating the obvious. Yeah, she certainly does, Grandpa agreed, pouring glasses of tea as the boys took their seats. Jeannie, knowing exactly what was in that small paper bag on the table, moved it to the other end. But don't worry about it. Let's just square up. Crab pulled a wad of cash from his pocket. Here you go, old man. 20, like usual. He slapped the money into Grandpop's palm. Thanks, Grandpop said, pocketing it. So, got any plans for the 4th? I don't know, man, Crab said. Might take Tess and the wife down to the fairground and catch the fireworks. That is, if I can get Karen out of the house and Tess away from your grandson. Crab glanced over at Ernie, who was squeezing what looked like an inch of ketchup over his burger. Ernie froze. You? Well, it's my grandson's birthday. That's right. You did tell me that. Big man, you was born on the 4th of July, huh? Ernie put the ketchup down. Yeah. 14, right? Crab asked. Right, Grandpa answered for him, adding, the big 1-4, tomorrow. So it's time for him to become a man. What? Ernie looked up in alarm. Jeannie looked up too, but he was excited to finally know what Grandpa had shushed Crab about a while back, and what he'd been so dang excited about every single day. You mean he gonna learn how to shoot? Crab guessed. That's cool, but who's gonna teach him? You can't see no more, remember? Learn to shoot? Ernie was going to learn to shoot? What? What? This was the biggest news that Jeannie had heard since Tessa's internet. Ernie was staring at Grandpa, but he didn't look nearly as excited as Jeannie. Matter of fact, he didn't look excited at all. Surprised, yes, but mostly he looked the opposite of excited. Wait, Grandpa, Ernie started. I don't want to know how to. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, Crab, and you know what I realized? I don't need to see, Grandpa said, cutting Ernie off. He smiled sneaky like he was up to something. That's what I got you for. You gonna show him. Then Grandpa finally came out with it. Surprise! Crab picked up his rifle and rested it on his shoulder. And what makes you think I'm gonna do that? He asked, squinting at Grandpa. He took the cigar from his mouth and he leaned against the wall like he was some kind of bad boy. Grandpa dug into his pocket and then opened his palm to show Crab the cash that he had just given him. You're going to do it because of your father, Grandpa said. What's my old man have to do with this? I'd give you what he promised, plus a little extra with the whole dead fly thing. Grandpa's mouth formed a slant smile, nearly amused. Ah, well, we all know flies ain't nothing but grown-up maggots, and hooch ain't nothing but rock gut. But tell me, what would Marlin think about you cheating me, son? I think I know what's going on right now, because the only way that Grandpa gets money is from Crab, and Grandpa asked Jeannie to count the money and to fold the corners of it, and I wonder if when he was doing that, he discovered something. This is awkward. Oh, and this is the last page we're reading today. Cheating you? Crab put his hand to his chest in astonishment, but an awkward nervousness washed over his face. Pop Harris, come on now. I don't owe you nothing, he protested, voice going high. But that didn't stop Grandpa from handing Jeannie the money. Little Wood, how much is that? Now hold on a minute, Crab started, but Jeannie had already begun counting. Give me a thumbs up if you think that the money is the right amount, and give me a thumbs down if you think that Crab has been cheating blind Grandpa. I think Crab might have been cheating blind Grandpa too. Let's see. He started flipping through the cash, folding the corners like Grandpa taught him. Ernie was looking at him crazy. $12, 2 1s and 2 5s, Jeannie announced, handing the money back to Grandpa. $12 whole. That's funny, but at least it's better than the $8 you paid me last week. Then Grandpa smiled, showing teeth and all, but it wasn't exactly a nice one. It was more like a pit bull's. Now Ernie was looking at Crab crazy, and Crab looked like he was going to puke. Drama. That's where we're going to pause for today. I am so excited to read tomorrow and to see what's going to happen, what's going to go on. Make sure that after you finish watching this video, you go right back over to our worksheet, and on that worksheet, you need to write 4 or more sentences in your journal to me. And if you would like a personalized schedule, half of our 5th grade class has them now, and they're very cool. Let me know, and I will gladly make you a schedule. You get to pick the colors and the times of day that you do the work, and I'll just put it all together for you so it's easy to find everything. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for Friday. Don't forget to study for the quiz. Bye, guys.